Hello, 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 Ninja Warriors. Yes, I am late. I know that. But yes, we are going to start a brand new chapter. And let's see who is live, huh? Apart from me. Okay. So I can see Aryan, I can see Tej Vignesh. Let me just put this message on Telegram. Okay. Hi Adarsh, how is everyone doing? By the way, make sure the moment you enter the session, hit the like button. Okay. All right. Okay, so today we are going to start with a chapter which is complex numbers. I know this is the most demanded chapter. I don't know why, but this chapter last year also I was getting a lot of requests that ma'am complex number, complex number. So usually complex number I prioritize a little late, but I thought this time I should start with complex number now. Okay, so now if you are coming for the very first time to my session, or if you are a new subscriber to this channel, then this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over more than 10 years of teaching experience in both online and offline. Okay, Yes, this is first session of complex numbers. Okay, and let me talk about complex number a bit. How many sessions? So I believe we'll take 3, maximum 4 sessions. Okay, 3 to 4 sessions. Now, hello ma'am, I'm new to the channel. I have seen your past videos and you are a biggest savior for me, ma'am. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. First session of complex numbers. Yes. Abhijit, so many questions you have. You should stop asking questions and start focusing. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay. I think now the audio and video is perfect. So we'll start with complex numbers. Now, what is a complex number? What are complex number? Let's understand this. So now, whatever was prohibited in quadratic equation, that we are going to cover in complex numbers. Okay. Yes, new student Srihari, welcome to all new students. We are starting a brand new chapter. So yes, understand this nicely. We are going to go with very basics. Let's understand this. Okay. So now complex number x square plus 1 is equals to 0. Can you see that x square is equals to minus 1? So x will be equals to what? Square root of minus 1. X is nothing but square root of minus 1, and that is nothing but x is equals to I. Okay, I means what? Iota. Iota is an imaginary number. Okay, x is equals to iota, imaginary number. Okay, see, some people are obsessed with advanced level, but you have to understand, you know what? Advanced, the word advanced in itself is basic. JEE Advanced is all about basics. Okay, so the moment you start solving higher level question, you will realize that you are weak, you are leaving the basics. So foundation is something which should be very strong. For JEE Advanced, foundation is very strong. Foundation means basics should be very strong. Okay, the nitty-gritty of the concepts should be very strong. If that is strong, then you will be able to understand, you'll be able to solve any JEE Advanced problem. Okay, right? So, like, if you are going to ask me, ma'am, how to go to the advanced level? So, my answer lies in foundation. Okay, just understand, any high-rise building, suppose you have to build 50-floor building. Tell me. And suppose you have to build only ground floor. Then what will you do? What will be the difference? Obviously, the difference will be that if we have to go till 30th floor or 50th floor for that matter, we will spend more time in the foundation of that building. Are you understanding my point? So if you want to go to advanced level, then you have to spend more time in conceptual clearing and basic understanding. Please remember it. Okay. All right. So x square plus 1 is equals to 0. X square is equals to minus 1. X is equals to root of minus 1. Here iota. Root of minus 1 is denoted by iota. Okay. All right. So now we'll talk about a complex number. So complex number is denoted by z. It is equals to a plus iota b. Okay, here a plus iota b. So here z, a complex number, is having, understand, a is the real part of z. So a is equals to real part of z and b is nothing but imaginary part of z. Real part of z, imaginary part of z. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Now let's talk about classification of complex number. Okay. Z is equals to a plus iota b. A plus iota b. Okay. So a plus iota b will be called as purely real. Purely real. Okay. This complex number will be called as purely real. Purely real means when, that means imaginary part will be 0. Imaginary part of z should be 0. Okay. And now, if at all it is purely imaginary, this implies a is equals to 0. So real part of z should be 0. Okay. All right. All right, imaginary. Acha, JEE aspirant is saying complex number are piece of cake in boards last year. I ate, but mains level. Yes, that I agree. But in these sessions, we do not talk about board level. Board level will automatically get covered. So if you see my lectures, you will realize that we do not go with NCERT. We surely do JEE Main, JEE Advanced previous year questions. Okay? All right, we take the level beyond your school examination. I think first hour should match with your board examination. The rest chapter will be way too different from your textbooks. Okay? Purely real, purely imaginary. Now, your complex number will be just imaginary. You can call your complex number imaginary. So, imaginary means imaginary should be there. So, imaginary part, that is b over here, should not be equals to 0. Are you getting this? Are you understanding this? Yes, this chapter is complex. Chapter is not complex, but complex number is actually, the questions from complex number is slightly difficult. Okay, we'll understand. I'll tell you about complex number as we proceed. Okay, right now very little scope that I can tell you. Understand classification. Z is equals to a plus iota b. Now understand a plus iota b. Okay, a plus iota b will be purely real if imaginary part is 0. Will be purely imaginary if real part is 0, and it will be called as imaginary if its imaginary part exists, b not equals to 0. Okay, now understand. Note that 0 plus 0 iota, 0 plus 0 iota, okay, 0 plus 0 iota is both purely real as well as purely imaginary. Okay, 0 plus 0 iota, okay, is purely real also, because you know what condition, what is condition of purely real, ma'am? B should be 0. So that is 0 iota should be there. So 0 iota ensures that is purely real number. And you know what, the real part is also 0. So a is equals to 0. That means it is called as purely real also, right? So only complex number which lies in both purely real and purely imaginary is nothing but 0 plus 0 iota. Okay, all right. Now geometrical representation of a complex number. Okay, geometrical representation of a complex number. Today ninja technique, I am going to drop a ninja technique in like less than 10 minutes. A ninja technique will be there. Okay, yes, okay. So geometrical representation of a complex number. So this is a real axis. Here x and y axes are not there. Okay, z is equals to a plus iota b. Okay, suppose z is your 3 plus 4 iota. So this is your real axis, this is your imaginary axis. Okay, complex plane. Can you see this is your argand plane or complex plane? So this thing is, you can call it as argand plane or it could be complex plane. Okay, complex plane. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Chiru the gamer, but I am seeing you for the very first time. Why so? So now A is equals to 3. This is your real part and this is imaginary. So on real we are at 1, 2, 3. On imaginary 1, 2, 3, 4. So can you see this is 3, 4. Okay. 3, 4. Alrighty. Yes. Okay, now this is how geometrical representation will look like. Okay, yes, this Z represent this point. This is your Z. Okay, this is your origin, 0 plus 0 iota. Okay, all right. Now let's talk about integral powers. Okay, integral powers of iota. You know already that iota is nothing but square root of -1. So just tell me one thing, the very first thing. What will be the value of iota square? What will be the value of iota cube? What will be the value of iota power 4? Tell me. Ma'am, iota square. Yes, this class is enough for JEE Main, but not exactly this. These classes. Complex number will be combination of three things. Okay. Yes. Iota square will be, obviously, can you see this is -1? Because if you square, you will get iota square is -1. Right? Then iota cube. So just multiply iota in the very first equation both the sides. So ma'am, iota cube will be minus iota. And iota power 4 will be +1 over here. Okay. Yes. So iota power 4, now tell me. Iota power 4n plus 1. So iota power 4n plus 1 is table of 4 is what ma'am? 4, 8, 12. Okay. Then 16. Iota power 4n plus 1 is this category. This is iota power 4n plus 1. So can you see iota power 1, iota power 5, iota power 9, iota power 13, iota power 17. Basically multiple of 4 plus 1. Okay, that is going to give you iota. Okay, and iota power 4n plus 2. What does that mean? So 4n, iota power 4n plus 2 means iota square, iota power 6, iota power 10, like this. Are you getting? So iota square, iota 6. Can you see the pattern? There will be a rotation over here. -1 minus iota 1. Then iota. Can you see? Then again -1. So after that iota power 7 will be what? It will be minus iota. Iota power 8 will be 1. So can you see? It starts from here. Rotation 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repetition 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repetition. Okay, rotation is going on. So iota power 4n plus 2 will be -1 and iota power 4n plus 3 will be minus iota. So these four things you have to keep in mind. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Clear? Shall we do one question based on that? Let's do one question based on that. And yes, so I'll give you time to solve it also. I need timer. Oh, I can calculate it also. Nice. Sticky notes. No, I don't want it. Partition, I don't want it. Folder, no. Alrighty, iota power 584. Okay, I am taking common. Try taking common. Okay, iota power 584 I am taking common from numerator. So it is going to give you iota power 8 plus iota power 6 plus iota power 4 plus iota power, hold on, no. See, 84 and 92. So 6, 7, 8, correct. Then iota power, this is 6. Then iota power 88. So it is iota power 2. Iota power 4 plus this and this. So if you take 84 common, so iota square plus 1. Yes. Whole upon. I can see that iota power 582 can be taken common. Right? Iota power 582 I am taking common. So this is, sorry, not 582, but iota power 574 if I take common. Then it is going to be iota power 8 plus iota power 6 plus iota power 4 plus iota square plus 1. Okay. Plus 2 is already there. So I can clearly see this and this whole thing is getting cancelled out. So what we are going to get is iota power 584, iota power 574 plus 2. So clearly 584 minus 574. So iota power 6 plus 4, iota power 10 plus 2. Iota power 10, tell me the format. Iota power 10. See, iota power 8 and this is iota power 2 plus 2. Iota power 8 is 1, iota square. So minus 1 plus 2. This is nothing but 1. Okay, 1 is absolutely right. Okay, alrighty. Clear? Now let's talk about algebra of complex numbers. First of all, you have addition. Suppose you want to add two complex numbers. Z1 is A1 plus iota B and Z2 is equals to A2 plus iota B2. So this will give Z1 plus Z2 is equals to A1 plus iota B1 plus A2 plus iota B2. So it is A1 plus A2 and plus iota times B1 plus B2. Okay. Alright. So basically, real part will get added, imaginary part will get added. Okay. Now suppose you have to subtract. Subtraction. Okay. So Z1 minus Z2 will be A1 minus A2 plus iota times B1 minus B2. Okay. All right. All righty. Yes. Okay. Now, what I am going to do is, yes. I'm going to give you a question. Let's see how many of you can solve it. Find the real values of x and y for which this equation is satisfied. So now I can see On the left hand side, iota, non-iota, so many complexities there, okay. And on the right hand side, again iota. So I think one thing I should do, that on the left hand side, I should keep the real terms together. X power 4 is real and minus 3x square, that is also real. Now iota terms together, so iota I am taking common 2x and plus y, 2x plus y. Same thing I am going to do on the right hand side, 3 plus 1. Okay, this is 4 plus iota 2y minus 5. Okay. All right. Yes. So x power 4 minus 3x square is equals to 4. Second thing. Okay, 2x plus y is equals to 2y minus 5. Let's solve one by one. Ready, ready, ready? Ready to solve? So from here, if I am going to solve now, what will happen? This is actually quadratic equation splitting the middle term. So this is x square minus 1, okay, and x square, x square minus 4. Okay, and x square plus 1 equals to 0. So from here, okay, real values of x and y. We are looking for real values of x and y, right? So can you see that this is rejected, but from here x is coming out as plus minus 2. Now if x is plus minus 2, if x is equals to 2, put value of, so put for x is equals to 2, put 2 over here. So 4 is equals to y minus 5, y is coming out as 9. Put x is equals to minus 2 over here. So minus 2 if you put, so minus 4. So minus 4, y is equals to 1. Okay. So now x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 9. X is equals to minus 2, y is equals to 1. Can you see this? Can you see this? Yes. Sorry, I have done something wrong. Y is equals to 4 plus 5, 9. 2x plus y, right? Sorry, this is 2x minus y. Oops, oops, oops. You guys are not even telling me, huh? So 2x minus y. So this is 2x minus y. So from here, what you can do is, so clearly y will be 3y is equals to 2x plus 5. So 3y is equals to 2x plus 5. X is equals to 2. So y will be equals to 3. If x is equals to minus 2, okay, so y is equals to 1 by 3. How you did equation 1? Array, Abhijit, what are you doing? Huh? So you want to go till 12th class level, but you are behaving like a 7th class level student, huh? Just put some effort, try it out. X power 4 minus 3x square minus 4 is equals to 0. Put x square is equals to t. Okay, so it will become t square minus 3t minus 4 is equals to 0. Splitting the middle term, basic, huh? Abhijit. Yes, done, done, done. This question is done. Okay. Alrighty. See, so what did we do? Equality of complex numbers. Understand the equality of complex number. Okay. Suppose somebody is saying Z1 is equals to Z2. That means A1 plus iota B1 is equals to A2 plus iota B2. So this implies A1 is equals to A2 and B1 is equals to B2. Okay. Yes. Yes, Hemant. That means real part of Z. Z1 is equals to real part of Z2. Okay. And Imaginary part of Z1 is equals to imaginary part of Z2. All righty? Yes. Okay. Now a few points regarding complex numbers. Few points regarding complex numbers. Few points regarding complex numbers. Okay. Just tell me one thing, Acha. Tell me one thing. I will ask you. Complex number. Tell me. Is 2 a complex number? Yes, Jatin, she is better now. She will be resuming from Wednesday. She is better. Better than before, but still recovering, right? Is 2 a complex number? Yes, tell me. 2. Z nahi, this is 2. 2 a complex number. Yes or no in the chat box. Mogul Kripa is saying yes. Okay. Harshini is saying no. The answer is... Hi Akhil. Akhil, tell me, is 2 a complex number? Yes. So let me tell you, complex number is actually the superset of every set. Okay. See, first of all, n. N is what? Natural number. N is natural number. Or natural number means, you know, natural number is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whole number is 0, 1, 2. Okay. So natural number is a subset of whole number. Yes, can I write it this way? Natural number is subset of whole number. And whole number is subset of integers. Because you know what? Integers, if I talk about integers is equals to okay, dot, I need to write. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. All the negative and positive ones. So that is why integer is the bigger set. Okay. Whole number is the smaller set and the natural number is the smallest of all. Okay. Yes. Then integers. Then we talk about rational numbers. You know what? Rational number 1.5, 1.3, 1.7 like that. And then we have irrational number as well, or we have real number. Yes, real number line. And then, so real number is having all. Real means rational, irrational, integer, everything is there. All the number, all the real numbers. And then the biggest set is C, which is complex number. This is C. C is C, complex number. That means complex number is the superset of all the sets. Okay. All right. All righty. Yes. Okay. Now understand a couple of things also. That inequality. See, we studied about how two complex number can be equal. What to do when, what is the condition of two complex number being equal? Their real part should be equal, their imaginary part should be equal, as simple as that. Okay. All right. Now, inequality in complex numbers. Inequality in complex number is meaningless. We don't talk about inequality in complex number. Why? Because you see, suppose 3 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 3 iota. Which one is bigger? Which one is smaller? 3 plus 4 iota actually is a point, coordinate, and 4 plus 3 iota is also a coordinate. Two coordinates are not comparable. These two are not values which are comparable. Okay. So we never, this is like not allowed. Okay. This is not allowed. So inequalities is meaningless. However, equality is meaningful. Equality we talk about. Z1 and Z2 are equal if their real part is equal and their imaginary part is equal. Okay. Now we are going to talk about this very topic, which is square root of a complex number. Okay, give me a green signal if you have understood it. Can you tell duration? Abhijit, what are you even asking? Are you there? How are you studying? You are not listening. You are so distracted, Abhijit. What type of questions are you asking? Iota is the only complex number. Is this even a question? This is a wrong question. Iota, there are how many complex numbers, by the way? How many complex numbers in the whole world exist? Tell me. Tell me. Right now, I have given you that complex number is the superset of every set. Okay, you name the number. 1. See, 2 is a complex number. I just told you. 2 is a complex number. 3 is a complex number. 3 plus 1 iota is a complex number. So many complex numbers. Why only iota? Iota is an imaginary number. Iota is a complex number, so it's there. Every number is a complex number, but iota is an imaginary number, Abhijit. You're not listening. Okay. Chalo. X plus iota y square root. Okay. So I need to calculate x plus iota y square root. Now I am assuming that the square root of this thing is a plus iota b. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Square root of x plus iota y is nothing but a plus iota b. Okay. How to do that? How to actually find? Okay. Then what you have to do is x plus iota y square both the side is a plus iota b whole square. X plus iota y is equals to a square minus b square plus 2ab iota. Now compare. These two are equal, right? So x is equals to a square minus b square and y is equals to 2ab. Okay, you want what? You want a and b values, right? So using this, you can actually find a and b values. Okay. All right. So let's do one question and then we can proceed. Okay. So find the square root of question. Find the square root of. Find square root of 3 plus 4 iota. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So ma'am, you want 3 plus 4 iota square root and you have to take it that a plus iota b. So all you need is value of a and value of b, right? Okay, ma'am. So now 3 plus 4 iota is nothing but a plus iota b square. Okay. So now a square minus b square plus 2ab iota and this is 3 plus 4 iota. Okay. So a square Okay, so this is the formula, right? A square plus B square whole square is what? See, remember na, A plus B whole square is A minus B whole square plus 4AB. Right or wrong? So this is the formula. Everybody agree with this formula? I think this is the basic formula, right? This is the basic formula. Let me remind you. See, A plus B whole square is what? Ma'am, A minus B whole square plus 4AB. So A square plus B square. Okay, so what we are trying to do is we are just trying to solve this for A and B. Okay, so A square minus B square is 3. So this is 9 plus 4 times. Okay, so 4 times. So this is actually 2AB whole square. Can you see this is 2AB whole square? So this is plus 16 and this is A square plus B square whole square. So A square plus B square whole square is what? So it's plus minus 5. Okay, so this is your first equation. This is your second equation. Now if you add 1 and 2, okay, basically we wanted A square plus B square, okay, and then the solution will be much easier, okay. So 1 plus 2 will be what? 2A square is equals to what? Plus minus 5 plus 3. So 2A square is equals to what? 8, either 8 or it is going to give you minus 2. So 2A square, A square is nothing but 4 comma minus 1. So A is nothing but plus minus 2. A is plus minus 2. The moment you put A is equals to plus minus 2, so B square is nothing but A square minus 3. So this is 4 minus 3, 1. So B square is 1, B is equals to plus minus 1. So plus minus 2 comma plus minus 1. So clearly now your answer will be what? Tell me. Plus minus if you take common. Plus minus if you take common. Plus minus if you take common. Okay. A is what? 2. So 2 plus iota. 2 plus iota. Are you getting it? Are you understanding it? If you are understanding this procedure, don't worry, I have a ninja technique for you. See, this whole thing can be done in less than 10 seconds just by ninja technique. Just by ninja technique. Okay? Ready for the ninja technique? But ninja technique I am only going to reveal once you make some noise in the chat box. Abhijit, watch it again, no? Watch it again, rewatch it, you will understand it. Same thing if I am going to repeat, same thing. What you can do is you have the option, use the technology. Okay? Ninja technique, yes. Ninja technique to find square root of a complex number. Okay. Ninja technique to find square root of a complex number. Alrighty. Yes. Everybody is ready. Okay. So now 3 plus 4 iota, I am going to take the same question. Square root of 3 plus 4 iota. Okay. Plus minus sign will be applicable. Direct answer we are going to write. Okay. So what you have to do is bracket. It is going to be what? Okay. So just tell me. 3, 4. 3 and 4. Okay. Suppose 3 is your perpendicular, 4 is your base. Tell me the value of hypotenuse. Tell me the value of hypotenuse. 3 is perpendicular, 4 is base. Tell me the value of hypotenuse. 5. Square root of iota plus 1. Hold on. 3 plus 4 iota. Okay. Yes. I was just cross-checking. Okay. Plus minus, shortcut ready. Okay. Plus minus. Now square root of, okay, 3 and 4. Square root is there. So 5 minus 3 by 2. Voice, but yes. See, okay. So this is the shortcut. Okay, you can see it over here. Root 5 plus 3 by 2 plus iota root of 5 minus 3 by 2. Okay. Yes. Clear, everyone? Shortcut is clear? Shortcut is clear kya? See, where did you get 5 from? 5 is hypotenuse. See, perpendicular base hypotenuse. So 5 plus real part by 2 and 5 minus real part by 2. Clear? Yes? Okay. Moving on to the next problem. This is your next problem. Okay. Find the values of theta if this is purely real or purely imaginary. This is purely real or purely imaginary. So basically Z complex number is given to you, which is 3 plus 2 iota sine theta. Okay. And 1 minus 2 iota sine theta. Okay, so for the very first time, you are seeing a complex number which is slightly complicated. Yes or no? See, because we have habit of seeing any complex number as a plus iota b. Right now, this is numerator upon denominator. So in that case, what you need to do is you need to rationalize it. The moment you rationalize it, what will happen? You will get your z in the form of a plus iota b. The moment you get your z in the form of a plus iota b, then you can talk about purely imaginary or purely real, because we know what happens in purely real. We know the definition. Okay. So yes, 3 plus 2 iota sine theta and this. So now this is 1 plus 2 iota sine theta. And this is again 1 plus 2 iota sine theta. Start multiplying. So z will be equals to what? 3 plus 3 to the 6 iota sine theta plus 2 iota sine theta plus, minus. Okay, 2 to the 4 sine square theta. And now, in the denominator a minus b, a plus b, it will be a square minus b square. So 1 minus 4 iota square is plus sine square theta. Okay. So now your z, tell me, ma'am, 1 plus 4 sine square theta. That means your denominator at least is free from iota, right? And now just combine it, 3 minus 4 sine square theta plus iota times, can you see, 8 or yes, 8 sine theta. Now what do you want? Purely real means imaginary part 0 and purely imaginary means real part 0. Okay, now you want purely real, PR. For PR, your B should be 0. That means 8 sine theta should be 0. That means sine theta is equals to 0. Theta is equals to n pi. So find the values of theta. Theta is equals to n pi. Now if you are purely imaginary, your purely imaginary real part should be 0. This is the real part. So 3 minus 4 sine square theta is equals to 0. Sine square theta is nothing but what? 3 by 4. Sine theta is nothing but plus minus root 3 by 2. Okay, plus minus root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 is what? 60 degree? Yes, 60 degree. So theta is going to be n pi plus pi by 3. N pi plus minus pi by 3. Okay, from trigonometric equation, n pi plus minus pi by 3. So for purely imaginary, you are going to get this. For purely real, you are going to get this. Okay. Yes. Clear. Yes. Okay. Now, let's talk about 3 important terminologies with respect to complex number. Okay. We need to know 3 very important terms with respect to complex number. Number 1 is the conjugate. Okay. What is conjugate? You need to know. Number 2 is modulus. What is modulus? You need to know. And third one is argument, is what you need to know. If you understand these 3 things, then only your complex number will be sorted. After that, it will be add-on. These comes under the basics of complex number. Okay. So till now, so conjugate of a complex number. See, conjugate. So now Abhijit, have you listened to this? In quadratic equation, you have heard this from me before. Which is conjugate pair. Conjugate pair. Nibba nibbi concept, do you remember? Suppose Z is equals to A plus iota B. So conjugate is Z bar A minus iota B. So basically, you have to change the sign of imaginary part. Yes, you have to change the sign of imaginary part. This is your conjugate. Modulus, what is modulus? Mod Z is also denoted by small r. That is nothing but square root of a square plus b square. We just did it, by the way. We just did it. Okay. This over here is r only. I told you in a shortcut. R is equals to 5. R is equals to mod z is equals to 5. So unknowingly we did that. Unknowingly we have calculated the modulus. Modulus of this complex number is what? Square root of 3 square plus 4 square. That is 5. Okay. We are going to anyway study in very detail. Now argument. Okay. So understand that over here, suppose 3 comma 4, 3 plus 4 iota is your complex number. Okay. Right. So now the distance from the origin is actually 5. Yes or no? Distance from the origin of 3 comma 4. Very easy. Distance formula 3 comma 4 is the point, 0 comma 0 is the origin, square root of 3 square plus 4 square. This is 5. And this angle is nothing but argument. Okay. So argument is the angle of inclination with the x-axis. But we are going to study in detail these three things one by one. Let's talk about conjugate first. Okay. Conjugate is what? Z is equals to, so Z, if Z is A plus iota B, the Z bar will be what? A minus iota B. Okay. Now let's talk about the, let's talk about this properties. Z bar and one more bar. Basically, this is your Z, you take conjugate, it will become A minus iota B. Now you take one more conjugate. Tell me what will happen, ma'am? A plus iota B. So Z bar, one more bar will become Z. Agree or not? Agree or not? Now then there is another property where two complex numbers are in multiplication and now you have to take complex number. Now you have to take conjugate. Suppose 3 plus 4 iota and 1 plus 2 iota. Now you have to take conjugate. Okay. So one method is you'll be like, oh, I need to multiply it and eventually simplify it as much as possible. And then I am going to eventually take opposite sign. But no, there is a easier method too. What you can do is you want to take complex, you want to take conjugate, you take conjugate 3 minus 4 iota and 1 minus 2 iota directly. Now it is direct conjugate. We should change the sign of only imaginary. That's what I am doing. So this is Z bar, Z1 bar, Z2 bar. So Z1, Z2 whole bar is equal to what? Z1 bar into Z2 bar. Same goes with division. Z1 bar upon Z2 bar. Same goes with sum also. Z1 plus Z2 whole bar is Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. Same goes. Basically, the whole conjugate concept is just separate it out. Now, yes. And this also. If you want to take power and then conjugate. So, power and conjugate are actually interchangeable. Same as transpose properties in matrix. Remember, A matrix power n transpose is equals to A transpose power n. Basically, transpose and power is interchangeable. Here, conjugate and power is interchangeable. The sequence I am talking about. Sequence is interchangeable, right? Now, this is something which is very, very important. Tell me, if your Z is A plus iota B and your Z bar is A minus iota B, can anybody tell me what is the value of Z plus Z bar? Ma'am, Z plus Z bar is equals to 2A. Is equals to 2 times real part of Z. Z minus Z bar. Z minus Z bar is what? Is what? Tell me. Ma'am, Z minus Z bar is 2 iota B. So, it is going to be 2 iota imaginary part of Z. Okay. Okay, so now from here one very important things come. When somebody says, now listen to me very carefully, it is important for problem solving. When somebody says that my complex number is purely imaginary. Tell me, purely imaginary means real part 0. Real part 0 means Z plus Z bar is equals to 0. And if somebody is saying purely real, that means what? Purely real means Imaginary part 0. Imaginary part 0 means this is 0. So z minus z bar. So z is equals to z bar. Very important. Z is equals to z bar for purely real and z plus z bar is equals to 0 for purely imaginary. Will you be able to remember this? Very important. Okay. Let's do one question then. Question time. Let's do one question. Z is equals to x plus iota y. Okay. Z is actually equal to x plus iota y, be a complex number where x and y are integers. X and y are integers. Okay. Now this equation is given to you. Then what are the possible values of x multiply y? What are the possible values of x multiply y? So z into z cube. Okay. How can I not tell you one more property? There is one more property. Hold on. One more property. Hold on. A square minus iota square b square, so plus b square. Okay. Z bar is equals to a square plus b square. Okay. Which is by the way mod z square. We just studied, right? What is mod z? Mod z square. Mod z square is what? A square plus b square. So z bar is equals to mod z square. Okay. Now understand, z bar cube. So z bar and z bar square plus this z bar z square is equals to 30. So can you see this? Z bar, z bar. Take common. Z bar, take common. Z bar is what? Tell me. Z bar is mod z square. Okay, mod z square taken common. Inside the bracket, this is z bar square plus z square is equals to 30. Correct? Z bar square is what? A square plus b square. Okay, and your z is a plus iota b. And z bar square is a minus iota b whole square plus a plus iota b whole square is equals to 30. So now this is a square plus b square, and this is what? Tell me. A square plus a square is 2a square plus iota square b square. It is going to be minus 2b square, and you know what? From here, 2a iota b minus 2a iota b plus 2a iota b will get cancelled. So this is what we are going to get, which is equals to 30. Clearly this 2 will come out and it will become what? 15. Okay. So a square plus b square and a square minus b square. A square plus b square multiply a square minus b square is what? 15. So now you can take cases, right? Now you can take cases. That case number 1, that A square plus B square can be 5 and A square minus B square is equals to 3. So if you solve this, let's see what happens. 5 3s are 15. So 2A square is equals to 8. A will be plus minus 2 and B is equals to plus minus 1. Correct or not? Yes. So yes, this can be an option. This can be an option. So now what is the question? What is the possible values? They are talking about possible values of x and y. Okay, possible values of x into y. Sorry, x into y. Okay, x into y. So clearly, now the second case could be a square plus clear now. This question is clear, right? Now let's talk about modulus. Okay, let's talk about modulus. 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 So this is actually your complex number z is equals to a plus iota b. Okay, modulus is nothing but, understand, modulus is nothing but distance between origin and your complex number. Tell me, What is the difference? So mod z is equals to r. This is nothing but the length of OP. OP, square root of a square plus b square. Easy? Yes? Easy modulus? We are almost done. We are almost done. Now let's talk about properties of modulus. Okay, mod z is equals to 0. If mod z is 0, that means r is equals to square root of a square plus b square is equals to 0. That means a and b both are 0. Okay, this implies a and b both are 0. First property I am talking about. So mod z is 0 means what? A and b both are 0. Argument I think most probably tomorrow will take, like after this session. But yes, modulus we can take today. Okay. Now one more thing. If your z is a plus iota b, okay, z bar will be a minus iota b. Modulus of both complex numbers will be same. Interestingly, can you see? Modulus of z bar is equals to modulus of z. Okay. And now, all the properties which we have seen mostly in conjugate, same will be applicable to modulus. See, mod z1 z2 is mod z1 mod z2. Mod z1 by z2 is mod z1 by mod z2. Now this property z bar, this though I have already told you, very important property. So many JEE main and advanced question based on this particular. So many JEE advanced question based on this property. Okay. And we are going to talk about mod z. Again, same property. Power and modulus is interchangeable. Okay. Yes. Now this is triangle inequality. We are going to talk about triangle inequality a little later, maybe in next session. Right now we are understanding basic of modulus. So I want all of you to solve these questions with me. Okay. So find the modulus of following complex number. So this is z. Z is equals to this. So mod z will be equals to square root of 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. Mod z is equals to square root of 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Mod z is nothing but what? 1. Clear first option? Can you tell me that what will be the answer of second? Quickly in the chat box. Hero property in role. Yes. Second, root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 minus iota root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So mod z, modulus, will be equals to square root of root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2 whole square plus root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 whole square. Ma'am, you told inequalities are meaningless. Yes, yes. In complex number, no, but triangle inequality, see, you have not seen it. Modulus. Acha, tell me, Jayant, modulus of any complex number is real number or not? Tell me. Yes, no? Modulus is what? Square root a square plus b square. There is no iota in it. So these triangle inequalities, can you see modulus? We are not doing inequalities in complex number. Rather, we are doing it in real numbers. In real number, to inequalities we do already. Okay? Yes. So now solve it. Square root of. So this is root 3 square, 3 plus 1, okay, and into 2 by 8. So this is mod z is again 1. Oh, interestingly, mod z is 1. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, now one fact, okay, one shortcut also you can apply. See, this is what? Cos 60 degree and this is sin 60 degree. So mod z is square root of cos square theta plus sin square theta. So this is 1. Same, can you see? This is sin 75 degree and this is cos 75 degree, right? Sin 75, cos 75. Again, angle is same, no? Same property. Now this 1 plus cos alpha. Okay, 1 plus cos alpha. 1 plus cos alpha can be written down as 1 plus cos alpha. 2 sine square. 1 plus cos alpha is 2 cos square alpha by 2. Right or wrong? Okay, plus sine alpha will be what? 2 sine alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2. Okay, so what we can do is, third one, can I write it as 2 cos alpha? I am taking out common. And inside the bracket we are having cos alpha by 2 plus iota. Cos alpha by 2 plus iota sine alpha by 2. I know you might be facing problem in seeing the board. So do I have this? No. Sorry, I can't do that. Let me write a little here. Third. So 1 plus cos. So now third wala is 2 cos alpha by 2 I am taking common. And this is cos alpha by 2 plus iota sine alpha by 2. This is your z. This is your z. Okay. Now you have to take modulus. Okay. So now mod z is equals to mod of 2 cos alpha by 2. Mod of 2 cos. Hold on. Third question I am going to write it a little here. 1 plus cos alpha plus iota sine alpha. Okay. Alpha belongs to what? Pi to 3 pi by 2. Pi to 3 pi by 2 is 1 to third quadrant. Alpha is from third quadrant. Okay. Now z I already told you this is 2 cos square alpha by 2 plus iota 2 sine alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2. Okay. Alright, now take mod z. So mod z. Okay, so mod is, this is going to be what? 4 cos power 4 alpha by 2 plus this is 4 sine square alpha by 2 cos square alpha by 2. Now you take common. So ma'am, I think cos square alpha by 2 is coming out. Cos square alpha by 2 is coming out and 4 is also coming out. So this is mod 2 cos alpha by 2. And inside this square root of 2 cos square and cos square plus sine square. So cos square plus sine square is 1 anyway. So this is mod of, so 2 mod cos alpha by 2. Now understand one thing. Alpha is lying in third quadrant. So alpha by 2. See, go back. Alpha by 2, tell me. Just divide by 2, divide by 2. So pi by 2 to 3 pi by 4. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. Alpha by 2 is lying in second quadrant. And in second quadrant, cos is negative. So minus 2 cos alpha by 2 is your modulus. Modulus is always positive. So that is why minus 2 cos alpha by 2 will be a positive quantity because cos alpha by 2 is negative now. So one negative and one negative sign in front, it will become positive. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Clear? Okay. Now one question I will be giving homework. Homework question, homework. Yes. Argument in the next class will do. Okay. So one homework question. Make sure that you mark the answers in the make sure that you mark the answers already. Okay. Now, Ma'am, could you please find argument at the end of this question? Argument, which question? Argument we have not studied, no? Okay. Anyway. Yes, if you can see and if you can just see over here and MVSAT. I am here to talk about MVSAT examination. Okay, so MVSAT, if you can see over here. See, MVSAT 2025, you can see the dates 4th, 5th, 11th and 12th. I hope I am audible. Yes. So yes, these are the dates Last registration date is 30th September. So make sure that you register for this examination, and you never know, you'll get scholarship for your upcoming courses. Okay, so, and you can just see that what is MBSAT. This is an objective type test. Okay, syllabus. So syllabus is already mentioned over here. Eligibility, last date, if you open it, last date is 30th September. And who can take, where exactly I can take MBSAT? Can you see test timing and slots? This is absolutely free, by the way. Okay, how do I avail the scholarship? Can you see? Scholarship is applicable. Okay, and it is applicable on one-on-one. It is not applicable, but yes, majority courses it is applicable. So yes, I think you all should do it. And this is